Wemmbu seem completely unstoppable, but when it comes to facing FlameFrags, it's not even close. Today we're breaking down why this rivalry is so one-sided and Flame's entire character arc, so here's why FlameFrags versus Wemmbu isn't close and what's coming next for both of them. On the way to revealing Wembu's identity, Flame defeats 4 highly skilled players. After Wembu decimated Flame by spamming orbital strike cannon shots in the Farlands, the Web Bubble Demon travels to Capital City in search for answers. The guards say that a player named Luke 4472 was going around spreading the word that Wembu had died. So Flame goes around looking for Luke, defeats some bandits who were imprisoning him, and asks what happened to Wembu. Luke claims that Minute Tech, the most majestic lifesteal SMP YouTuber, told him that Wembu was dead. So he travels to the end with Luke and defeats Minute Tech while only being in diamond armor, forcing him to flee to the Outer End Islands. Minute Maid is one of the most dangerous players on Unstable, going toe-to-toe with players like Wembu. Flame doesn't chase him and jumps through the end portal back to his base. After getting there, the Loki of the Unstable universe, Boosfer, pretty much bullshits him for the entire video. I could go more in depth, but it was honestly painful to see Flame not figure out that it was Wembu he was fighting this entire time. Anyway, Flame and Boosfer end up fighting Wembu and the Capital City Guard Force, which Flame destroys with absolute finesse. While fighting Wembu, who's part of the Capital City Guard Force, he realizes that Boosfer was just using him and chases him down. While being chased, Boosfer lies and says that ClownPierce killed Wembu.
I'm not doing your jobs, bro.
Dude, it's not a job if you enjoy it.
Well, I don't enjoy it.
Okay, fine, I'll tell you. ClownPierce killed Wembu. ClownPierce killed Wembu. He's responsible, okay?
He's obviously lying straight out of his teeth, but Flame believes it. Therefore, in the next video, Flame travels to the Nether Dimension to have a conversation with ClownPierce, the owner of the Nether. After wiping out a couple of Chungies, he finds Parrot hiding behind a tree and could have killed him. So that counts as defeating another highly intelligent and powerful player. I get that Parrot is in diamond armor and is generally a pretty killable player, but with prep time, he's undoubtedly the smartest player on Unstable right now, which makes him dangerous. Parrot only manages to survive by convincing Flame that they have a common enemy, Jester Penetrate. Later in the video, Flame ends up betraying Parrot because he overheard him talking shit.
If we were talking about like a kind player or a player who had nothing, then of course it's a terrible thing to do. But Flame is just not a good person.
But when ClownPierce reveals that he doesn't know anything about Wembu, he massacres Clown's Netherguard force, which is no easy task. But while Flame was in the Nether, the Law built their home base right next to his and hunted him down. When Lettuce tries to arrest Flame, he fights 100 of their players and slaughters them all. But wait, you might be asking, Alex, all of these people are basically in diamond armor and are easy quick drops. However, in Wembu's latest video, most of the people hunting him are also in diamond armor, and they had him and Egg completely cornered. If it weren't for Jaden Man, he wouldn't have survived. After managing to unmask Wembu with the help of Parrot, he and Wembu are chased down by lawmen. They temporarily put their rivalry on pause to deal with them. They go to the law base and Wembu asks Lettuce to settle their beef once and for all by sending 1,000 lawmen to kill Flame and Wembu. During that fight, Wembu pretty much just flies in the sky and dive bombs on people for easy kills. Nobody is a clear threat to him except for Vent That Guy, which they eventually take out. Flame, however, was the tank during that entire fight, meaning he took way more hits and still came out alive. He did betray Wembu after the fight ended, which was honestly pretty sad. We can go back and forth all day about who's the better player, but the two of them teaming up makes them unstoppable.
Destroy all these lawmen. You see, my friend Flame lives right next to the Law's main base, and last time we teamed up, we were able to defeat over 1,000 lawmen together.
In the latest episode on Flame's channel, he is exiled from the Unstable SMP and hunted down by the Law. At the very end of the video, as he's riding into the sunset, Flame mentions that he's going to get even better at PvP by seeking out 4 trainers. There's a great video on YouTube by Wyatt MC covering this already, but here are my predictions for the 4 trainers. The first trainer holding an axe and speed pot will be MainPierce since speed is his specialty. Many people think the second trainer holding a sword and shield is probably Sharpness or It's Real Me, but I predict that it'll be Floatives. Floatives is a hoplite YouTuber who has done tons of Juggernaut challenges where he fights 100 players by himself. Flame specifically needs to defeat large hordes of lawmen, so he would be the perfect trainer. Next, the third trainer holding a flamebow and minecart will definitely be Theo, the second biggest bird. Other than being extremely skilled at cart PvP, Theo is also known as a trainer, so it makes sense. Last but not least, the trainer holding a mace and wind charges will be Marlo or Kali. Yes, Wemmbu is probably better due to his mace and still has nuke shots, but I think the point of Flame's arc is very different. Wemmbu not only beat him, but humiliated him, taunting him after the fight and using nukes to defeat him while breaking the last thing that Flame cared about, his Mafia chest plate. Flame was fighting for honor, but we see that he is ridiculed and can assume that people believe his way of fighting traditional sword PvP is dead. However, he proves here that his style still works and that he's among the best. The point of Wembu's arc is to understand that the title of number 1 is not worth such a bitter rivalry. Both characters had great character development and I hope they team up again. Subscribe, this is my 3rd ever long form video and I want to get featured on Unstable SMP one day.